But getting back into the swing of things, I hope people are enjoying what we're doing here, because frankly speaking, I'm having fun. I'm more or less just over here like, when is Faust gonna do something sussy, because I want to see it.
버스가 향하면
자연히 시정잡배 같은 일보다 중요한 걸 맡게 될 거야. 목표에 도달하는 게 마음을 재촉하고 있겠지만 참아보라고.
Patience, it's a virtue. And if I know anything about the last game, yeah, you're gonna need it.
거울 세계에 있는 우리들의 모든 가능성 중 하나를 끄집어내는 거니까 기억이 조금 더 쉬워졌을 거예요. 곧 익숙해질 거예요.
뭐야, 그거 좀 위험해 보이는데? 이러다가 내가 아니게 되는 거 아니야?
Does that mean you still want the money?
여러분은 테세우스의 배가 아니에요. 인격과 기억을 빌리기는 하겠지만 주도권을 잃도록 설계되어 있지는 않아요.
거울에 비추는 나는 사뭇 다를 수 있으나 거울 밖을 벗어나면 거울 속의 형체 또한 잃기에
말하는 건가?
I do know from the store page, however, there is this concept called the golden bells that exist, and it's just like, yeah, alright, I can go to hell for a tree branch, how about you?
네, 일종의 탈퇴이자 변신이라 할 수 있죠.
어머? 그런 어려운 단어는 어디서 알았대?
Also, you can go to hell for a peanut butter Snickers bar, yeah. It's the Klondike. It's really the Klondike bar question. What will you do for your heart's desire? Some people say murder, some people say commit arson, but it's hard to say.
임무 중에 찾아오시면 안 되는데.
Let's see here. Each center you control has their own group of skills. A number of them from those skill sets will be randomly selected and deployed on the dashboard. Your skills are treated as discarded from the set. They will not reappear until every other skill in the skill set has been used, thus refilling it. This sounds like chain of memories, but I could be wrong.
grup들을 제거하겠소.
20분.
완전
혹의 거울은 깨졌소.
완전한 침묵.
To help with this, your centers possess powerful skills called Eco. What kind of cookies do you like? It depends. I would say Thin Mints, but I haven't had one in however long it's been. Let's see here. Affinity-based resources. This is a thing. If this is your first time trying your hand at Eco, I've collected the necessary resources for you. This is a special power, so you'll need to gather them from me on your own from now on.
다음은 침묵을 안겨드리죠.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Oh.
꺼냈다. 맛있는 거 준비해줘, 단테.
Oh, this is certainly good.
Test of your reflexes.
길이 열렸어. 하지만 베르, 메피가 달리기만 했어도 길은 뚫렸을 거야.
What did I fight for then? What am I fighting for? Who am I? What am I? Sensing a rattling agitation in my gestures, Regilius steps in.
진정하시죠, 단테. 걸음마도 떼지 못한 아이에게 달리기를 시킬 순 없지 않겠습니까?
What do you mean by that exactly?
Hoy, what are you saying?
걸어볼 기회가 있다면 직접 걷고 나서 달리셔야죠. 그리고 단테, 당신은 관리자, 저들의 관리를 하는 게 업무입니다.
So what you're saying is I'm not doing my job, right?
나는 길잡이. 어디를 가고 어떻게 개척할지는 내가 판단합니다. 알겠습니까?
Not really, but I'll work it out.
토달지 말라고.
Okay, when you say it like that, maybe We should just... How am I supposed to not question a stranger who can't even hear me?
째깍거리긴 하는데 뭐라고 하는 거지, 파우스트 씨?
별말 없었습니다.
긍정을 성대하기도 하는군. 앞으론 고개만 끄덕여도 좋습니다, 단테.
Okay, so Faust is making sure I don't choke on my own foot. Good to know.
그럼 메피, 출발하자. 야호.
카론, 기분이 어때?
매우 신나. 날아갈 것 같습니다, 카론.
좋아.
So, where are we going?
베르길리우스? 그가 목적지를 묻습니다.
말했던 것 같습니다만, 단테.
But just where are we going? With a sigh, the bus shuddered and started to rumble forward.
출발할게. 부릉부릉.
지역으로 출발하지.
Okay, there's the song. Wait. I do hope I don't get nominated for this. But for real though, why is the bus a train? See right there? That's our goal, the Golden Bell. And a whole lot of ridiculous stuff going in there. And that's District 12 over there. That's where the last two games took place. I understand nothing, but boy am I excited. Oh, and look at that. Look like the battle pass on top of that.
유려하면서도 비범하게 심장을 베는 법을 알고 있어.
Okay, so I think that's an identity page. All right. Let's see here. Right. Opening and system notifications. This is fine. Not gonna worry about it. Orientation is just battle pass stuff. I'm not spending money, but is this a gacha game? I thought that was clear to begin with, but I guess the presentations kind of obfuscates that. Oh well. Let's see here. Extraction. Tell me what we can extract, why don't you? Well, we could try a quick roll for Cockroach Man. Let's see what we get.
관리자 양반, 불꽃놀이 좋아하나?
You know what, I can roll with this.
배로 왔어. 사람이든 흐르는 물이든 떠다니는 구름이든 누군가의 마음이든.
You know what? That makes all the sense in the world. See here, Gregor. And that's an identity page, and then that's his ego, so that works out. Although I do not know what the Lou office was like, I'm not going to worry about it. This, however, this is fine. If anything, we're off to a good start, still waiting to see if we get anything off of Ryoshu, but we'll figure it out as we go. I don't think we have to worry too hard about Gacha right now. Meanwhile, Chapter 1.
베르. 앞에 장애물이 있어. 부릉부릉. 해도 돼?
The shadow was what finally got me to open my eyes. After all, nothing beats blocking out your sight when you want to keep boredom at bay. Not that there was much else to do on a bus whose destination was unknown to me. My lack of head and memory certainly don't help either.
그래, 계속 지나가자고.
덜컹덜컹. 비싼 세정제야. 베르가 큰맘 먹었다고 그랬어.
I can feel that. Car maintenance is kind of a nightmare. The clumps stuck to the window gently dissolve, letting light through. Different sets of eyes on the bus are lethargically facing forward. It felt like a pretty gruesome scene, but based on the others' reactions, maybe this kind of violence is common in the city. Hey. So Dante is our document in the scenario. If you're referring to Arknights, then yes, he is saucy protag man, but I feel like we're gonna need to learn more about him as we go. It felt awkward to close my eyes again now that I was right awake. That's when the conspicuously bearded man grabbed my attention. I mean, glasses. We're going right now. A feature far more conspicuous than his beard made me slip.
방금 벌레 양반이라고 부르려고 했지? 다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 그레고르요. 당신이 시계 대가리가 아니라 단테라고 불리듯이.
Well, he's got me there, I guess. I couldn't find any excuses, so I just gave back a light nod.
어이, 기사 양반. 우리 지금 어디로 가는 거야?
다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 카론이요.
Seems like nobody respects their names.
당신이 벌레 양반이 아니라 그레고르라고 불리듯이.
Oh, she's got him there. She got you there, Gregor.
본전도 못 건졌네.
베르가 말했어. 수감자들은 사구로 간다.
사구! 방금 사구라고 말했는가? 그곳은 연두낭자의 출신지로 유명하지. 영웅의 발자취는 그때부터 시작되었다네. 바야흐로.
아까부터 시끄럽게 쫑알쫑알. 입 다물고 조용히 좀 가지.
나는 아까까지 입을 다물고 있었네만.
말 대답하지 말라고.
이봐요. 본인이 더 시끄럽다는 건 알아요?
죽어도 살아난다고 해서 아프지 않은 건 아니야. 한 번만 더 주둥이 놀려봐.
These characters are great. These characters are assholes to each other. I'm all for it.
옳은 말을 했는데도 돌아오는 게 폭력이라니. 수준 알만하네요.
I contemplated for a second. Should I step in? Is this the part where I exercise my authority as the manager with dignity and grace? A fake memory urges me to do something. Now, guys, it's inadvisable for you to lose your cool.
모분조도. 모가지를 분질러야 조용해지지. 도야지 같은 새끼들.
이유 없는 폭력은 용서받을 수 없다네. 그대는 내가 응징하지. 아, 이럴 줄 알았어. 옷에 피가 튀었잖아. 저기, 꼭 내 앞에서 싸워야겠어?
I must be mad. We haven't even reached our destination and they've already killed 3. Of our own, that is. No one bats an eye at the lifeless janitors debate littering the floor. Maybe they're already taking their indefinite revivals for granted. But I don't even know how exactly I'm supposed to bring them back.
단테, 시계를 돌려주시겠습니까?
Turn the clock.
그런 모양새면 어리둥절한 표정이라는 건가? 기억해두죠. 파우스트 씨.
Virgilius gives Faust a tired nod and gestures to me. She let out a small sigh, but still came to my seat, probably out of a sense of obligation.
처음 만났던 날에도 당신이 했던 일을 말하는 거예요, 단테. 그때는 본능으로 해냈던 거겠지만. 자, 다시 해보죠. 눈을 감으세요.
After that, I felt a thread of light creep into my sight. As if to open my eyes, I embraced that light. Then I saw a space. Oh boy. Full Metal Alchemist fans are gonna be eaten with this. I was alone there. massive door stood before me. It wasn't a pleasant sight. Suffocating heat and agonized cries seeped through the gap. Hearing the endless laments and wailing for even a split second makes me feel faint. However, I'm approaching the door, grasping at its handles as if it's what I was born to do. Despite being seemingly heavy, I pulled open. Pulling it open was surprisingly easy. I groped about in the door. Thousands upon thousands of last whales lay within. And reaching inside, I got a few unknown hands. I can feel the histories of different sins bearing their brands crawl up my hand, onto my arm.
고통을 나눌 준비가 되었나요?
I'm gonna go with no. Could that have been a question? Or rather, pressure to comply? I pulled forth the sinners, grasping my hand with all my strength. A terrible pain spreads through my neck and head. It's so crushingly severe, it makes me wish I were dead. The indescribable sensation of bone and muscle twisting, entangling with each other, goes on for what feels like an eternity. My legs weren't prepared to endure all this agony. I fell to kneel atop a pool of blood and helplessness. Then I see it. It trembles in the bloody pools, gradually growing into waves and bubbles arising from the floor. Soon, that blood soaking the ground coalesced into three masses. Then, the agony that seemed to last forever vanished just like that.
목이 베어졌다가 붙어버린 신경은 어떻지? 두근거리던가?
Right as Heathcliff is restored to consciousness, he rubs his neck, mutters vulgar words, and approaches Roshu. Hold on, I just brought you back and you're going to straight into another fight? Heathcliff turns around to glare at me. His eyes are those of a man devoured by a blind fury.
어차피 살리는 게 되게 할 일 아닌가? 할 거 있으면 그 가짜는 시계대가리째로 부수기 전에 저리 짜져 있어.
잠깐만요. 단테 씨가 괴로워하시는 것 같은데 이쯤에서 저...
Before he could finish, Heathcliff's steel bat caved in the side of Sinclair's head. Have I seriously become the manager of people who can't be stopped even by death? While I was lost in thought, all tension in the bus suddenly dropped and froze over.
이거 아무래도 제대로 교정해둬야겠어.
The sinners saw the collision course stop dead in their tracks. A cold pair of red eyes cast their glare between the two.
첫 번째 규칙. 버스 안에서는 무기 부딪히는 소리가 들리지 아니한다. 이 순간 이후로 이 규칙이 깨어지면 너희는 내게 제발 죽여달라고 애원하게 될 거야. 난 충분히 그럴 수 있는 사람이야. 알지?
Sinclair's writhing on the floor was the only sound breaking the silence. Heathcliff glowered, but couldn't bring himself to argue back.
단테, 미안하게 됐습니다. 시계를 한 번만 더 돌려주시죠.
I have to do that again. I'd rather die than have to bear that harrowing pain once more. I rattled my head in dejection.
내가 아직 사과와 부탁을 하고 있을 때 문을 여는 게 좋을 텐데, 관리자 단테. 아, 단지 아픔이 두려운 거라면, 그래서 고개를 젓는 거라면 기꺼이 도와드리겠습니다. 그 정도의 고통에는 눈 하나 깜빡 안 하게 말이죠. 그럼 견딜 수 있지 않겠습니까?
내가 잘못 들은 건가? 관리자님이 분명 거부 의사를 내비쳤던 것 같은데.
당신, 기어드는 박자가 잘못됐군.
입사할 때 나의 상관은 네가 아니라 관리자님이라고 분명히 들었다. 관리자께서 고개를 저었다면 의미는 충분히 전달되었다고 보는데.
그래, 보좌관께서 나서시겠단 말인가? 그렇다면 보좌관께도 충분한 의미를 전달해 주어야겠군.
The red hue of his eyes grew deeper, much to my dread. I don't really know what I meant to do as the manager, or if I even deserved to take this role. But I felt that I should at least stop things here so we don't get into an even bigger mess. Reviving one should hurt less than reviving 12 at once. Bonus. Override the clock, it's okay. Virgilius noticed me motioning to her to stand down and withdrew the red glow from his glare as if in mutual understanding.
잘 생각하셨군.
관리자께서 그러시겠다면.
Otis seemed to want to add her input, but she promptly backed down and straightened herself out. The red door greeted me again, along with the twisting sensation. I've given up trying to describe the throes I go through. Words can't express it in full anyway.
고맙습니다.
Sinclair stood up with a pained moan and bounded me before waddling back to his seat. Virgilius gave a cold stare to Ryoshiro, who had just lit her cigarette. She looked back at him with a peculiar face.
두 번째 규칙. 버스 바닥에 담배꽁초 버리지 마. 자국 남으니까.
The boss fell silent again.
잠깐. 버스에 정적이 흐르면 안 되지. 엔진 소리는 어디 갔나? 캐론, 왜 속도를 안 내는 거지?
밥이 없어. 메피가 배고파해.
Ah, yes. The bus needs food. Badly. What? The idea of Virgilius casually plugging a fuel nozzle on the bus like an average driver felt alien.
차가 움직이려면 연료가 필요하지. 캐론, 헤드라이트를 깜빡거려봐. 무대 조명처럼.
응, 댄스 타임이야.
잠깐. 헤드라이트까지 켜면 습격받기 딱 좋은 상황이잖아요.
그걸 노린 거군.
네?
I could hear someone slam the bus outside.
에이! 가진 거 다 놓고 내려. 30초 준다. 10, 9. 이봐! 20이 빠졌잖아. 그럼 20초 동안은 기도나 하고 있어라.
You are not a thing I can use yet. Let's see here.
그 누구도 볼 수 없게. 다음은 지금 이기와 안전한 지원.
Well, this is nice. They're all staggered. It can't get any better than this, can it? Very nice. Not gonna lie, I do definitely like Dawn. She's a little wordy. She's a little freaky. I think that's probably the intent. With a guttural noise, the side of the bus lurches and splits open. A number of human shapes littered the ground before its maw. Some were still conscious, while others weren't exactly in one piece. Then the bus began to normally go sip into it. In the most literal sense, gluttonously, voraciously. Yoshi watched it with a satisfied expression, seemingly determined to savor every moment. While in the corner of my eye, Sinclair was clearly distressed.
다들 제정신이 아닌 것 같아요. 그렇지 않나요?
His reaction got me curious to know their stories. Just to make sure none of you were forced to join, right? Sinclair's head drooped in response, like I struck a nerve.
그래요. 맞아요. 이건 제 선택이죠.
He muttered as if he were talking to someone other than me.
입사하지 않았어도 했을 일이요. 저기 또 악의 무리가 달려드네.
Here I was thinking we'd get a more concise answer than that. I don't expect much. And the lone wolf stands staggered right in my face. We're gonna have to do something about that.
출진이다. 역시 모르네.
Once again, not bad. Oh boy, we're gonna get to talk about Ankefell enough, aren't we? Remember, kids, this is the drug they mined basically just like, hey, do you like human suffering? Do you like how this human suffering also can be used to create what I'm going to call super... What's that word? Super Prozac? Yeah, that's what it is. I think
Good
it's been a
morning.
bit... Good morning to you. I hope it's been a good one for you.
내가 나설 차례인가? 배부르게 밥을 먹은 지가 언제더라. 기계 덩어리 팔자가 더 낫네.
제공되는 식사는 모두 정량이에요.
그 정도 먹어서는 기운이 안 난단 말이야.
Does this supposed to run on stuff like blood or protein?
엔케팔린이에요. 로보토미 코퍼레이션에서 추출했던 에너지죠.
이전 엘사 말이군요. 특이점으로 에너지를 생산하는 회사라고 들었어요. 엘사가 몰락한 지금은 잔해밖에 남지 않았지만.
맞아요. 그래서 지금은 구하기가 꽤 힘들어요. 하지만 메피스토펠레스는 신체에서 엔케팔린을 강제로 추출할 수 있죠.
Body. I posed a question watching Otis give orders to the other sinners, then glancing into the more of the bus in turn.
네. 엔케팔린은 뇌와 척수신경에서만 추출돼요. 특히나 생명 활동이 있을수록 효율이 좋죠.
So that's why Virgilius told the sinners not to kill the assailants. Okay, and...
그럼 해당 부위만 먹여도 되는 거 아니야? 라기엔 피와 근육도 연료로 쓰일 수 있어요. 엔케팔린이 시동과 추력을 위해서 필요하다면 나머지 생체 물질은 순항할 때 사용되죠. 엔케팔린이 되도록 천천히 소모되게 하기 위한 설계죠.
Faust went on to explain how most of the vehicle's fuel is taken from the branch families, and that it won't be a sufficient source on its own. But most of it went in one ear and out the other. All that's complicated. I get that it's tough work at least.
뭘요? 파우스트는 고생하지 않는답니다.
고생은 우리가 하고 있지. 이봐, 관리자 양반 또 온다고.
So, moving along with this. Wait, okay. Let's see here. Not much on the board right now, but this is fun.
행동을
I
개시합니다.
don't know, this feedback will really feels good to me, you know? It's like the good old days after Azure Lane when you realize, hey, this is just Toho with cheesesteak.
역시 본인은 위대한 해결사가 될 자질이 있어.
A guest. Who?
처음으로 가는 던전이니까 길잡이가 필요할 것 같아서요.
저 혹시 림버스 컴퍼니에서 오신 분들 맞나요?
Okay, never mind, she really does look like a Yuri protag. Someone approaches us slowly.
맞나 보네요.
The boss had just about finished his meal, crunching on the last remaining bone chips. Yuri watched it indifferently before introducing herself.
예전 엘사에서 근무했던 유리예요. 잘 부탁합니다.
Also, what do you unlock from the battle pass for this game? I have no idea. I can look again. But right now it's more a matter of I don't wish to spend money, you know?
내가 보아하니 그대는 해결사일 것 같소. 그들에게서는 모두 고결한 영웅의 냄새가 난다고 하더군.
Don, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but you're living in a pretty small bubble, let's be real. As Yuri was nodding lightly, I heard Ishmael let out a deep sigh.
어디서 그런 소식을 들었는지 모르겠지만 해결사는 그런 영웅들이 아니에요. 초라한 봉급자의 부질없는 냄새라면 몰라도
금세 다른 밥벌이 찾는 게 쉽진 않았을 텐데 용케 해냈군.
Thank you, Gregor and Don, for breaking the ice. Exactly, they're good people. It's just hard to find good people in the most direct sense, you know?
아직은 계약직이에요.
아하, 굳이 다시 이곳으로 기어들어온 이유도 그거였겠네요. 예전 직장으로 돌아가서 크게 한탕이라도 치면 팀장 자리라도 주겠대요?
실적을 세우면 계약 기간은 늘어날지도 모르죠.
그렇지. 보통 계약직 시절은 실적 한에 목숨을 걸어야 할 때니까.
아, 그거 참 부질없는 목숨이네요.
I can't seem to get used to being around these people.
빨리 베어드는 편이 편할 겁니다, 단테. 가론, 출발하지. 손님께서 자리에 앉았다.
메피 배 빵빵, 카룬도 빵빵.
You know what? You're softening up to Gregor good. Once again, for some reason, apparently Kafkaesque means you're actually somewhat relatable, you know? Can't tell you how that works, but... And as if telling me exactly that, she staggers the person she fought. I'm glad. Or she might be waifu number 2 in this game. Who even knows?
지금이 기회입니다.
Well, I'd almost call that double teaming, but either way. Speaking of Orange, though, I'm reminded of how the live-action Tekken movie was just like, you know what, we live in a dystopia, so what are some contraband goods that you're not allowed to have? Chocolate and a fresh mandarin orange. Don't ask me why Jin Kazama needs these things, because I'm pretty sure he's technically rich, but... I'm not gonna worry about it. His mom is dead. Everything is bad.
예술이 뭔지 보여주지.
I still feel like that movie is better than people give it credit for, you know?
역시 내가 못 빼는 건 없어.
And once again, it seems to me like our MVP is really putting in work. They must treat her well, the Kurikuma office. Or fine.
근데
Because there's definitely a lot to work with, like certain districts are about gambling, certain districts are about railroad technology, and if you remember W Corp, that is not a good thing. And then, of course, there's the head, and frankly speaking, yeah. I say this game is basically just a societal horror simulator. I mean it. Right down to the fact that, quite literally, SCPs are farmed out of people's brains, you know?
지도는 제게 있는데요. 길은 어떻게 알고 가는 건가요?
Answer was the bus keeps speeding anyway.
그건 말이지. 감이지. 카룬의 감. 네? 분홍머리. 카룬 앞을 이상한 종이로 막는 이유가 뭐야? 계속 이상한 방향으로 가니까 그렇죠. 이 지도를 보세요. 우리가 가는 쪽은 남동쪽 방향인데.
Once again, Caron. Caron reluctantly gives the map a cursory glance, as she couldn't ignore the thing right in front of her eyes.
마음이 향하는 곳, 그곳에 진짜 길이 있을지니.
옳소! 우리는 모두 마음이 향하는 곳으로 나아가야만 하네!
그냥 지도 보는 법도 모르는 길치라는 거잖아요.
제가 하고 싶은 말을 대신 해주실 줄이야.
Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time, almost like they were in sync.
오, 우리 기사님 친구라도 생겼나 봐?
I wouldn't call it that.
분홍머리가 계속 제잘거려. 난 길을 알고 있단 말이야. 아니, 그러니까 방향이 잘못... 앞에 또 장애물이야. 부릉부릉 할까?
아니, 카론, 기다려봐.
어이! 버스가 근사해 보이는데 나도 좀 타보자.
Is that also the sound of the game struggling? Maybe. Let's see here. Once again, green, because you're worth it. Blue, 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 and a little bit of orange for good measure.
출진이다!
기다려.
파티 없이 누르네. 좋은 전략이
Include all of the colors of the rainbow, and all of them will turn red. Yuri took matters into her own hands and started teaching her how to read a map. And Sinclair joined too. They're rather noisy, but still I can't say that I hate to see it.
카로는 두 가지 방향만 알아. 매피의 앞쪽과 뒤쪽.
Alright then, Jack, do you know your starter for your larboard? I bet you don't. At the driver's seat, 3 hands gathered together over a map. Well, one of them might have been at a slightly different elevation from the others.
꼬맹이, 너도 저기 끼어 있어야 하는 거 아니야? 무례한 소리! 난 어린이가 아니라네! 꼬맹이는 더더욱 아니고!
Wait, Chiquita. Is Rudy in Hispanic? I'm gonna roll with that. I'm starting to think that Yuri gal might have put up with the rough childhood. Gregor turned around to take a glance in my direction, then shook his head and went back to looking at the driver's side with his chin resting on his hand.
딱히 어린 편도 아니야. 일단 칼을 줄 수 있으면 전쟁에 참전부터 시키는 둥지도 있었으니까.
Oh yeah, don't keep in mind, don't worry about that. Pretty much this whole universe works on astral chain logic. There's no one lockdown race in this city. Yes. And this was basically the center of a district, if my memory is correct. Sounds like Ness used to get into wars with one another in the past. Yeah, that happened often.
아주 없는 일은 아니었지. 관리자 양반, 전쟁에 대해 궁금한 게 많나 봐.
He called me his bud. I feel so happy. Oh, I'm not really curious about the details, just gathering info I should know as the manager. As I was about to go on, a glimpse of Gregor's expression I caught from the side stopped me in my tracks. His eyes seemed to be fixed somewhere far more distant than the driver's seat.
그런 자세를 뭐라고 하고 싶은 건 아니야, 관리자 양반. 오히려 좋은 자세 아닐까? 상관의 귀감아닐까 싶은데.
He slowly continued, taking a pack of cigarettes from his pocket.
그래도 개인적으로는 모를 수 있을 때 모르는 게 기회일지도 모른다고 생각해. 일단 알게 되면 다시는 모를 수 없게 될 테니까.
Without another word, he lit a cigarette. With the fires of hell, it sounds like.
아니요, 방금 저쪽에서 우회전을 했어야죠.
괜찮아요, 카론. 조금만 더 가서 꺾어도 올바른 길로 갈 수 있어요.
아, 기사의 삶은 고단해.
뭐 지금 더 급한 건 목적지로 가는 길을 아는 것 같네. 그렇지, 관리자 양반?
Gregor cackled with the cigarette smoke still in his mouth. I was still curious to learn what he'd been through, though. But he's right that I should focus on other things for now. An urgent matter showed up right before our bus-shaped doorstep, too.
옥신각신을 그쯤 해라. 전방에 다시 적이다.
Or as people in the working industry like to call it, carpooling.
좋은 전략이.
I don't know, in the modern age we more so call it rideshare, don't we? I can't stand Uber sometimes.
자, 다시 지도를 보자고요.
카론, 딴청 피우면 안 된다니까요.
Looking at the trio arguing over the map once again, a question arose from my mind. By the way, this bus was specifically made for Limbus Company, right?
정확히는 저희들만을 위한 버스라고 해야겠네요.
Isn't that basically what I said?
그게 그 뜻 아니냐고 생각하고 계신 것 같네요.
That's weird. I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Is the clock broken or something?
그 정도는 째깍이지 않아도 알 수 있어요. 파우스트는 모르는 것이 없으니까요.
Anyway, it must have taken a long while to get it out of the oven, especially with that mouth on the side.
예상한 만큼 걸려서 만들었을 뿐이에요.
But gee, that tells me nothing. She's downright oppressive to talk to.
파우스트는 천재예요. 도시의 모든 것을 알고 있죠.
어이, 그렇게 뛰어나시다면 저 앞에 가서 길부터 찾아주지 그래. 아까부터 저것들이 시끄러워서 잠을 못 자겠잖아.
파우스트는 오지랖쟁이가 아니에요. 묻는 것에는 대답하지만 묻지도 않은 것을 말하지는 않아요.
In other words, she's no snitch. Faust is actually kind of scary. Weren't you the one who made the Makima comparison? I saw he clips glib on the bat Titan, however. With Virgilius casting, it glared his way. He clicked his tongue as he crossed his arms and forced his eyes shut. I wonder why they're so vitriolic.
나랑 마음이 꽤 맞는 것 같네, 관리자 양반.
With Gregor snickers, the boss started again. You're not the boss when you're hungry. I have another ticket, but let's see here. I wonder.
신속하게 처리해드리도록 하죠.
Oh. Well, it just makes all the sense in the world. I guess Faust worked for W Corp, of course.
신고합니다. 입사를 명받은 그레고르라고 합니다. 작전에 함께 투입돼서 영광입니다.
This is gonna be Squid Game vibes. Okay, one more pull.
당신을 인도해주진 못해도 따뜻하게 안아줄 수는 있어요.
Oh boy. I guess this is Ishmael's ego page.
관리자님, 최선을 다해 지켜드릴게요. 너무 앞에 서시진 마시고.
And, you know what, that just makes sense. Sinclair works for the Zai Association. Good.
Gregor's face goes dark the moment he looks out of the window. Bugheads. Unlike the other miscreants we've run into, they were part insectoid.
단테, 머리가 시계라서 다행이야. 저런 거였음 쳐다볼 때마다 헛구역질했을 것 같아.
You and me both.
저거 그레고르 씨랑 같은 강화 시술 아니에요?
저런 징그러운 벌레 대가리를 일부러 붙여놓는다고?
가까이 붙지 마. 너한테도 해충병 없는다.
정말이에요?
장난이야. 내 개그 센스가 이상한 건가?
You do look kind of like a boomer, am I wrong? While Gregor was left scratching his head, the bus made a languishing sound and came to a slow, deflating halt.
과거 쥐사에서는 대부분의 직원들이 그레고르 씨처럼 생체 무기 시술을 받았어요.
그레고르 씨 예전 쥐사 출신이었어요? 그때 쥐사라면
Ishmael frowned as if she remembered something unpleasant, but didn't speak further. Gregor wore a smile on his mouth, but his hardened eyes were resting downcast just as a moment ago.
저런 분들은 평소엔 어디서 주무시는 건가요?
세상에는 하늘을 천장 삼고 별을 조명 삼아 사는 사람들도 많은 법이지.
아, 풍류가 있는 분들이로군요.
I don't think that's what he means. I don't think that's what he meant. A group of soldiers with heads of insects gathered near the bus.
어디 앞장서는 거 별로 안 좋아하는데.
넌 뭐야? 왜 우리랑 같은 팔을 가지고 있지?
가만, 낯익은 얼굴인데.
You and Clockman are so synchronized, it's weird. I don't know, maybe a slight perception is showing in this body, who knows? Maybe it's the driver working for me.
주로 포스터나 잡지에 서식했던 적이 있지.
Gregor, do you know any of them from somewhere?
그런 게 중요한 건 아닌 것 같은데요, 관리자님. 옛날 이야기할 상황은 아니에요.
신경 쓰이긴 하지만 아무렴 어때? 어쨌든 이 앞으로 못 지나간다.
Is that so? I suppose we can't talk this out.
그런데 이것들은 왜 대놓고 벌레 모습인 채로 다니는 거야? 어린애들은 마주치면 눈물부터 터뜨리겠어. 그렉처럼 티라도 덜 나면 좋잖아?
내가 특이한 케이스야. 대부분은 머리통에 무조건 곤충 부분이 붙어버리거든. 이걸 운이 좋았다고 해야 할지는 모르겠지만
이유는 모르겠지만 저 사람들 우리가 로보톰의 집으로 향하는 걸 막으려는 것 같았어요.
이들도 황금 가지를 노리는 거야?
그럴지도. 그 정수를 원하는 자는 널렸으니까 각각이 바라는 소망도 다양할 테고. 그렇지 않나?
Jack, what would you wish for with the Golden Bow? I have to ask. If anything, I'm just over here like, the one thing I can wish for is just making this channel grow, and you're already doing that for me, so another Golden Bow. You know what? Fair. I would ask for a golden treat myself. And here comes Gregor with the giant fist. I think I'm gonna call him McGregor from now on. I don't know, when was the last time Conor McGregor even fought?
Go for it!
Exactly. I swear Lou just keeps coming in with that, hey look, I'm gonna juggle you. How does it make you feel? Also, it's been years, okay, fair enough. Granted, I don't watch much UFC, so take my references with a grain of salt, alright?
간다. 쉽네.
Wow. My friend over there is tanky. Wait, okay then, never mind. They say roaches survive for a lot, but nope, not this. Look at him, he's so happy to be here.
카로는 길을 알았던 거야. 역시는 무슨 역시예요. 저랑 싱클레어 씨가 양쪽에서 얼마나 고생했는데.
그래도 이제 동남쪽과 동북쪽을 구분할 수 있어서 다행이에요, 카론.
So, this is the old L-Corp?
저도 직접 보는 건 처음이네요. 그 일이 있고 나서 시간이 오래 지나진 않았을 텐데요.
세상에, 어떻게 건물이 이 모양일 수가 있죠?
Well, considering what happens when the White Nights and the Dark Days happen, frankly speaking, yeah, no wonder this place is so busted up.
부잣집 도련님한테는 익숙하지 못한 광경인가 보군.
잡담은 그만. 하차한다.
Huh. There are people over there.
유리 씨와 같은 사무소의 해결사분들이에요.
Also, check out the ye old basketball hoop over here. I can dig it.
엘사지부에 이미 몇 번이나 방문한 적이 있는 경험자들이죠.
인사하지. 왼쪽에 있는 분은 홉킨스 씨, 그리고 오른쪽에 계시는 분이 아야 씨다.
안녕하십니까.
Wow. Contrast to the background, these guys look straight out of a Destiny game, don't they?
붉은 시선님, 직접 만나뵐 수 있어서 정말 영광입니다. 소문으로만 익히 들어왔었는데 이렇게 직접.
Oh, and look, we have ourselves a nerd. Imagine that. Yeah, that's about how I feel about it. Yeah.
여기 해결사 분들도 경력직이니 돌발 상황에는 잘 대처해 줄 거야. 이만하면 되었겠지. 내 동행은 여기까지다. 버스에서 너희들을 기다리고 있겠어.
Wait, what?
언제까지고 뒷바라지를 해주고 있을 거라 생각했다면 큰 오산입니다, 단테.
혼자서 발 뻗고 쉬고 있겠다는 건가?
애당초 내가 동행하면 너희들은 관광하러 내려가는 거나 다를 바가 없지 않겠나?
But Virgil, a color fixer would make this all the easier for you too.
한마디로 실컷 쥐어 터지고 썰리고 오라는 거군.
보통 저렇게 말하면 항상 다른 꿍꿍이가 있던데.
편한 대로 생각해. 특별히 가이드 분까지 붙여줬으니 잘 해내고 오라고.
네, 잘 해내고 오겠습니다, 붉은 시선님.
최선을 다해보긴 할게요.
boy. Imagine that, making this easy on us. No. They called us sinners for a reason. We must have sinned in some way. Arrogance or pride or listening to too much free music. Oh, they staggered my boy. That's not okay. Can I put you in? No, I can't. And even Heathcliff is staggered. That does not fill me with joy. And once again, Faust gets the kill. I'm happy with this. Since I brought up TFS, would people get mad at me if I compared my boy Lou here to Taka? Because that ponytail is really making me feel it. You know, what I enjoy about this game, the idea that these are core characters and the gacha is based around people on the bus. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? You're not farming. You're not farming for more and more waifus. You're farming to make your waifus who already got strong. And I can respect that.
Dante, 잠깐 나 좀 보시죠.
While the team was busy exchanging greetings, Virgilius called me to a secluded place.
미리 말해두자면 저들은 8급 해결사입니다.
Grade 8. Yeah, like how Roland was a grade 9 and all of that.
서열이 낮은 심부름꾼이라는 뜻입니다. 저들을 이용은 하되 의존하려 하지 말아야 할 겁니다.
If I asked them for a sandwich, would that be proper use? I doubt it. I can't count on them to deal with everything for us, in other words. I wanted to let him know that I understood his point.
어쩌면 그 버스 안에서 제대로 대화라는 걸 할 수 있는 건 당신뿐일지도 모르겠어.
Which is ironic, because I have the world's most unfair language barrier.
모운을 빕니다, 단테.
Virgilius patted my shoulder with a bitter smile before slowly making his way back to the bus. I imagine we're gonna be the best of friends. If it sounds to you like I have no idea what I'm talking about, well, good news. I really don't. Well, that's concerning. Hey, look at that.
환상의 세계로 들어가 보죠.
You know what? I can dig it. Sure. How much do I need, even? Alright then, during the final stretch of each chapter, you'll be exploring a dungeon, a branch facility of the former Elk Howard. Designate the identities of who will enter the dungeon with you. You can't adjust your team once inside, so choose wisely. Based on that, I need to figure some things out, but... Alright then. My man used to work at G-Corp.